Okay, yesterday was a pretty fulfilling day. Now what? Well, if nothing else, there is Devil to talk to lately. I do want to do some stuff with him. I think there's actually a variety of things we can do with him. Oh. Did the screen shake for a second there, or was it just me walking off the bridge? Okay. Up we go. So I'm gonna have to think of who to send off next now. This point, it's gonna be probably a little bit rapid fire sending off different people. I'll still keep trying to find things to do instead of just like spending the entire time doing nothing but... Huh. Nothing but collecting stars. Oh, okay, those both select the same thing. But I'll wait until Devil wakes up. Actually, hold on. While we're here. Nobody else conscious, maybe. Osan. But... Nick something. Yeah, okay. Anyways, like I was saying, I'll wait until he wakes up and we can talk about whatever he wants to do. Alright, what are we doing now? This stuff might not be translated, since this is optional content. And lots of his non-optional content is not translated, so... Oh, this part! I forgot this. Perforated. Ah, there I go, mirrors. Finally, that thing comes into the picture. Does Birdo have one I can take? I can get one from Tracy, I'm certain. But I think I'll have to be at night. I'll see go out before I do. Aha, I'm in front again. I do have one. I think I'll have to ask Tracy for hers now that I need it. Might be likewise with Birdo? I don't have any others now. Okay. So then... In that case, off to Birdo. I might just end up taking it from her shore instead of asking her, I'm not sure. But we'll see. I do like the different phases of this game, how it starts out with the exploration phase. I do wish there were more than just 2 parts to that, where you have access to part of the island and then you have access to the whole island. I wish you got access to the island in smaller pieces. But it is fun just going out and having stuff to explore for a long while. And then you find all sorts of things like the new abilities and the different little rocks that let you get more stuff to listen to and so on. And you get the story, more or less, of where the Mimians came from and so on. And the bangle that you're wearing, etc., etc. Birdo may or may not be here right now, but either way, Birdo's probably out walking somewhere at this point. Probably around Tracy's place at this point. I don't remember if I have to ask Birdo specifically, or I might just take it from her dresser. A bit of blue that looks like it's also just like something spilled off the corner. Is there anything on the top drawer I wanted? There weren't any mirrors on the bottom one, I don't think. There we go. Is Birdo just a slimy creature? Anyways. Think of the whales just casually in the corner there every time you come over here. Okay. I'm kind of curious what Birdo would have to say to this. Yeah, Birdo might be over by the river at this point if I had to guess. I do like just learning people's routines instead of just checking where they are on the map every time. Devil's doing his usual day-long walk. It does bug me a bit how Devil's whole daily routine is designed, because it's really... he wants you to talk to him in his house sometimes, but he's practically never there when he's not asleep. Because he spends the entire day just walking down to the temple and back. There she is. Come on. Oh. I like how she has, as you can tell, she actually has a separate animation just for looking over this thing. That's amusing. Have I caught this guy before? I think I have. They look familiar, but I don't remember catching them from the river like that. Anyways. Anyhow. Okay. It is unfortunate there are certain parts of the island that you just have no reason to go to anymore after certain points. Like, I don't feel like there's much reason for me to be over here. It's a cool part of town and everything, but... this thing just has stars in it every time. I think every day or so or something like that. Not the best view because you can't actually see off this platform. I do like these places being around though. Okay. I don't know, continuing my thoughts earlier on only ever seeing this particular genre of game from Japan. I do also remember when I was playing through the Wii Ski slash co-vacation slash whatever games. I remember asking aloud at one point, are there really any other games like this? Where the way that game, or those games really work is they're open world and you just kind of go out and do things. You don't have like specific missions or anything, but it's just a big list of things for you to try out doing. You just do all those in whatever way you prefer, and that's the game. And I actually quite like this. Is going to be a great view. Yes, I can. Watch me. Just look at Osan from here. See if I can catch Tracy. Or well, I'm gonna have to catch Tracy at night actually. Although she goes in before nightfall, doesn't she? Yeah, this will work. But I remember asking if there are many other games like that, similar to Go Vacation and so on. I do like how that one does it. It's not the usual, it's not this kind of game where you just kind of go around and like interact with people in a town all day, but you're at a resort instead, or you do stuff. And I do like that this one has an actual story to it, likewise with, well, kind of a story, likewise with Moon, where, well, Moon at least has an overarching story. You do learn a little bit about what's going on in the world of Moon as time goes on. But it's pretty minor, the progression. And the progression is pretty light in this game as well. But nevertheless, it is there. Whereas there's no story progression or anything like that in Go Vacation and Company, which I wouldn't mind having. But I do like that instead of just interacting with people, which I nevertheless enjoy, the stuff to do in Go Vacation and We Ski and Snowboard and so on is like activities as well. I do like having activities to do instead of just interacting with people. In this game, you do have some list of activities as time goes on, but lots of the stuff kind of gets exhausted quickly. Like, you go through a character's arc and then you're done with it, and then you have a little minigame you can do with them from time to time, or maybe some little like post-arc thing you can do with them like we did with Drake, but it doesn't last very long. And the exploration stage doesn't last very long in this game. Naturally, that was the thing, Go Vacation and so on too. Like, you explore each area and then, well, you're done with it. But those like exploration phases last a pretty long while because the worlds are big, and in Go Vacation you have a whole 4 resorts, all very big to explore. Nope. Darn it. I'm gonna have to wait on her to get out of the bath. And We Ski, well, the original We Ski I think only had 1 resort, so that phase was comparatively short. We Ski and Snowboard had the resort, and then it had this massive mountain you could also unlock and explore, which is... The scale of that was like an order of magnitude bigger than the resort, so it was absolutely insane just exploring all of that. I still remember that series on this channel very, very fondly. It was one of those cases where it didn't have much viewership, but those who watched it seemed to be pretty into it, and I loved it. As silly as it is, this random little, like, B title kind of game series, but I enjoyed it so much, and Go Vacation was such an upgrade in scale and production values and whatnot compared to the other games too, but it doesn't have to be big on production values and stuff like that for me to enjoy it anyhow. It's more just a simple pleasures of enjoying the world and so on that made me enjoy those games. And then Go Vacation also added being able to go around on foot, which I had wanted a decent amount. Okay, now we can talk to her. Good answer. I doubt she has any comment on anyone else's mirrors, but just to see. Yeah, the usual generic whatever text. What's Enryo mean again? Darn it, I forget what that one means. Don't do whatever Enryo is. I don't remember what that is. And you can hold on to it or whatever. Something along those lines. Alright. See you, Tracy. Alright, so I think that's all, not just for this episode, but I think that's all for this session, right? Yep. All for this week's episodes. So, that was pleasant. Yeah, we're definitely late game here now, where everyone has actually had all their stuff fulfilled except for Hikari, who, as you could probably imagine, is a little bit of a special case, since she's in general a special character. Won't be long before we actually have enough stars gained too to send someone else off. Like I was saying, if you're trying, you can get enough stars very quickly. It was nice keeping people around longer rather than less time. Okay. But in any case, we still have some stuff to do with Devil. I don't know if we have stuff to do with Hikari at this point or not, but either way, our time here is soon coming to a close, I think. Somewhat soon. Alright. I'm in a dramatic mood today. Let's get the dramatic sound clip. I love that. Got a decent amount of time accumulated on the save file at this point. Cool. Alright. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye, everyone.